Hey guys, it's Chris here from Wild NZ Outdoors, doing a little unboxing video of some new toys. Been down and seen Matt from Mountain Gear, based here in Nelson. Had a chat to him about bipods. I'm always pushing forward and looking for, better gear, bit of a sucker for good gear, so I've ended up walking out with a mounted stick and mountain bipod. Let's get into it and I'll do a little unboxing and show you exactly what comes with it. For the mountain bipod, we have the mountain bipod. Now I've used everything from your cheap, fold out bipods through to your Harris fold out bipods, the Spartan bipod, Backlands bipod, and now this one. I've been using Backlands for probably a year now. It's been fantastic. It's a massive upgrade from the Harris bipod, but like I said, I'm always looking for the next thing, something to improve the gear that I can run out in the field. So I've gone for the mountain bipod. With that, it has the Picatinny rail mount. Now this did put me off, to be quite honest, at the start. Put me off because I was like, I have to put a mount on there, I have to drill another hole. But chatting to Matt, it's not too much of a bigger deal. He's come up with this rail mount, and this rail mount has a sling swivel on the back of it. So you use one at your existing hole with your sling swivel with one of the mounts there. You have to drill another hole in the stock. Most of my stock's carbon fibre, so I was a little bit tentative doing that, but she's on now. In the box, a couple of stickers, other bits and pieces for mounting on the bipod, but other than that, she's pretty straightforward. How this bipod works is that there, it's mounted onto your stock. You have a little push button, and that pushes and slides straight over the rail and clips in, solid as. The bipod, there's little grooves, 3 little grooves, there, and there. One thing I did notice that he also mentions on his page is that everything feels real stiff, like you can hardly turn it. But once it's on the rifle, it's a different story. This is all extendable, both sides, one hand, adjustable, legs go apart, massive spread. All the specs and stuff are on his website. I've got one of these on my rifle, so let's have a look at that. Here's the mount on the rifle. It's nice and flush to there. So basically what I did, pull the barrel action out, use the existing hole, that one, for that mount, and drilled a hole in the fore end. It comes with these little things that you push into your stock, and I just put a little bit of eraldite to lock them in place. That works out really well. As you can see, I have the mountain bipod on the front of the rifle here. Now I'm pretty impressed with the range of motion and everything that this thing has. That was ultimately that made me want to go for it and give it a go anyway and see what it's like. I haven't actually used it in the field yet. I've got a couple of trips coming up. Hopefully that works out alright there. From initial testing, there's very little movement. The only movement that's there is a little bit of movement which you have to have so it can slide onto that Picatinny rail. Now this can be used as upright as that, which is that there, or right out flat, like so. Now as you can see, now that it's on the rifle, the stiffness that it was before is, I can move it pretty freely there, that way and that way as well. So that allows you to swivel on target and to lean. What I did like, again another thing, just first initial impressions, is if you're down on target or you want to get on target, you're on the side of a hill, you're down there behind the rifle, you can adjust it with one hand, straight out, further, straight out. I quite like that. It's extremely light, like most of the carbon stuff that's coming out now. They're all within sort of 20-30 grams or whatever it is, going from a 450 gram bipod, you know, in your Harris and your bipod of death, I think they call it, to something like this at 140 grams, I think, something like that. The other thing is it has real aggressive feet, not so good for shedding off your truck bonnet. Nothing a day pack or something wouldn't fix. Button on the front, push that in, swivels. Pretty cool. NZ made. So, like I said, yeah, I'm pretty impressed. And basically, from talking to Matt, he's like, if you find somewhere that you cannot set this bipod up, you're doing well. Anything from a wall, in which case you would be like that. Your rifle's still vertical, a rock wall. It's just so much use. Hold it forward, carry on, away laughing, and take it off. It's as easy as pushing the button, sliding it off. Put the sling on there, perfect. I'll probably give this a good run in a couple of weeks' time, probably do a review, and that's the Mountain Bipod. Other little toy is the mountain stick. I use walking sticks myself and saw this, and I've actually already pulled it out and had to play with it. It comes as a unit like this, extends right out. And put the bits and pieces on the end here. When you pull it out of the box, I actually put this snow foot on already. If you don't want this on, don't put it on because you won't get it off. I can't get it off. Basically have to cut the thing off. I did think about cutting it around there and just having a small foot, get rid of these bits. But I'll put this thing together and show you once it's done. In the box here, you get obviously the mountain stick. You get this here, which is a saw that goes in there like so, and you can use it for cutting stuff. Personally, I don't know if I would use this, but obviously if you guys will, I'll give it a go and see. You never know, find it quite good. So that's in there. You get a bag of bits, which has got your little pick, back bit, and all the Allen keys and bits and pieces that you need to put it together. Again, in here you get a bit of a blurb on all the gear, a couple of stickers. Yeah, let's put it together. Right, so that was about, I don't know, 3 minutes. That's it there, all together. Extend out. Imagine using this as a walking stick. Pretty good height. You know, if you're running an ultralight fly, holding the fly up in the ground, work quite well with that. Obviously an ice axe, and just overall pretty cool. Everything went together pretty well. It was just really tight and snug. All the bits and pieces are extremely firm. This here is made with a little groove in the top. Fits perfectly into a Picatinny rail. So if you're ever in tall grass and tussock up on the tops, your bipod doesn't go high enough, the mountain stick will. I'm not left-handed, but get the idea. Get above the tussock, kneeling, sitting, whatever. If you need to extend it higher, just get that little bit extra that your bipod won't give. That'll do it. And it's just got a little ball bearing in the top that just clips into those bits. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. Like I said, I've got 2 trips coming up. I'll give this a bit of a go and do a bit of a review on it afterwards, after I've put it through its paces. Hopefully have only good things to say.